everybody, and welcome to another episode of Cruising Israel. I'm your host, Natalie.
And I'm Max.
You know, Max, we've filmed a lot of different items that highlights the different things that Israel excels at.
That's so true.
Israel's world leaders in many, many different fields, right?
Very true. Things like modern ways of doing agriculture and different high-tech stuff.
Yeah, and another thing to add on the list is water recycling. Israel's world leaders in water recycling, and we're actually going to visit a facility that deals with just that.
Cool. Sounds interesting. We're going to do that now?
Yep.
Let's do this.
Israel is known for going above and beyond at making the most out of its natural resources. And for a country that's mostly desert, water becomes its most precious commodity. Water is the most important substance on Earth, a requirement of the living organisms all around us. In recent years, Israelis have been at the forefront of wastewater recycling, reclaiming the preponderance of the sewer water generated here in the country. Today, we're going to pay a visit to one of the largest and most advanced water treatment systems in the world. This facility actually focuses on the purification and the recycling of wastewater, right? But only for Israel's central region.
Yes,
is that
what
correct?
we call Dan region.
And how many people actually live in the center? Most of the Israeli population is focused in the center, right?
We talk about almost 3 million people.
All of the sink water and the shower water and the washing machine, it actually all arrives right here to this facility.
You're right. They're coming to Reading in Tel Aviv, to our main pipe, 84 inches. It's a huge pipe that brings all the raw sewage to our plant.
400,000 cubic meters of sewage arrives daily to the plant via a pipe that spans a whopping 19 kilometers. So there's quite a few steps in order to purify this water, right?
Yes.
Let's go there now. Let's check it out.
Now we're going to visit the pre-treatment.
Okay.
We will see how we remove the oil, the scum and the filth. The first machine, that's the bar screen. Here we remove all this heavy screening stuff that's coming with the raw sewage.
A little bit of a funky smell, not gonna lie, over here.
See?
Yeah, well this is where all the wastewater comes, so you can imagine that it smells not so
I
great.
promise you it will become better.
Yeah.
That's a good separator. Here we separate between the grit to the water. The water will be back to the process by the purple pump. Here are all the small pieces that were inside are removed by this hydrocyclone.
Once that happens, sand and particles are removed and the plant's system routes the water to the next phase of the purification process.
All the water that's going in our pipes are always a purple pipes. That's very important to remember. When we see a purple pipe, we don't drink this water. Or raw sewage, or effluent, or reclaimed water. Anyhow, we don't drink the purple pipes all around the country. Here in the channel beside us, we mix the raw sewage after the pre-treatment. They come and mixed with the sludge that's coming from the clarifiers.
The sludge, which is rich in waste-eating microbes, settles in with the water for about 12 hours in the biological aeration tanks, and is then sent to the primary clarifiers where the sludge settles to the very bottom of the basin.
We are here beside the demonstration of the real thing. We can see here the clarifier that look like conus. That's the clarifier beside us. Here the effluent will stay on the surface and the bacteria will settle down. They will settle down to the depth of 6 meters.
Once the sludge is separated from the clean water, it gets pumped back into the sludge treatment facility and is used again. And where does the affluent water go?
At this moment, Mekorot, the national water company, buys the effluent and recharges it to the ground on the dune of the sand between Rishon LeZion and Ashdod.
The water seeps its way underground to the depths of 150 meters, where it will stay for 3 months to a year.
The quality is almost like a potable water, just to be on the safety side. I say almost, but it's wonderful quality for any kind of irrigation. We don't drink this water, we only use it for irrigation.
90% of the raw sewage in Israel is treated and reused, and is ultimately supplied to the south of the country. Here it's put into agricultural use for irrigating the Negev desert, allowing what was once nothing more than a harsh desert environment to provide water for an impressive amount of fruits and vegetables.
We have to remember that we're working according to the vision of Mr. Ben-Gurion. Mr. Ben-Gurion knows that if we want to build the borders, if we would like to create agriculture, to let people settle down at the south, we have to supply water.
Yep.
That's what we know to do.
It's really amazing how Israel takes advantage of its very little resources that they have, and everything is reused, everything's recycled, and Israel really became world leaders in doing that.
Wow, that was pretty interesting stuff.
Yeah, that was cool.
I had, heard so much about water treatment centers. And
Well, now you got a first look.
Yeah.
Did smell a little funky.
You get used to it. After
Exactly, you get used to it.
So tell me, what
are we
got
doing next?
Yeah.
Well, tonight we're actually headed to a festival that's held annually. It is for fun for the whole family.
Oh yeah?
So
fun
me and
for
you
the whole
will have
family,
fun there.
people of all ages?
Yeah, mainly for children, I think, but it could
Okay.
be really cool. It's different
Well, where
clowns.
are you going with this? Clowns? They got
Clowns.
clowns? Where's this going down?
In Netanya.
Oh, right on the big square there?
Exactly, which
Very
is
cool.
40 minutes, 50 minutes north of Tel Aviv.
Let's hit
An
the
hour?
road then.
Let's go. Each year, the city of Netanya hosts a number of entertaining festivals, fun for the whole family. And today, for the 5th year in a row, clowns are taking over the city square. Let's check it out. Clowns, live statues, and acrobats are all some of the things you'll see here at Netanya's annual 3-day clown festival.
Yeah, I know what it is.
The Clown Festival is just one of several festivals held here annually and reflects Netanya's eclectic local culture.
So you're going to see a lot of people, a lot of clowns, but not clowns as you think about them. Because not everybody is with red nose, not everybody with a wig. There are characters. Sorry. This is Lali and Lutz, yes. Yes, yes.
And who are these people?
This is our clowns. This is a dog clown, and this is the child clown. Her name was Lali. Yes, זהו. לוץ, תיזהר. כשאתה עושה את זה אחורה, תיזהר.
Gabi grew up as an actor, and upon deciding that clowning is the highest level of acting, he stuck with it, studied it, and now even teaches clowning to others.
It began with my idea, and the city of Netanya took it and embraced it. אנחנו צריכים לדבר איתך. באולי, סמינר הקיבוצים, דליה ספרא.
Netanya is a tourist town, and in the middle of Israel, I think the most beautiful city in Israel after Jerusalem. As you see, it's a clown festival, and we thought that it's something which will make the children happy. And the most important thing for me are children.
אני גרה בנתניה, שמענו שיש פסטיבל, אמרנו ניקח את הילדים, נלך לראות, באנו, מגניב, ליצנים, צחוקים. כיף לך?
מה שאני חושבת שזה חוויה יפה ונעימה לילדים ולכל המשפחה, וזה כבר שנה חמישית אני תושבת נתניה, וכל שנה מחדש אני שמחה לבוא לראות. מה אתה חושב? מושלם.
It's amazing festival, a lot of artists in the street. Look them.
Not only will you see street entertainers, but actual performances by professionals at the few different stages set up around the square. It's here where you'll find acrobats coming from all over the world.
We do circus shows all over the world for many years. We're doing 18 years we're playing together. We're married, and actually now it's amazing because we got an opportunity to play here in Israel, in Netanya. So it's feeling like touring, and we're living 20 minutes away.
We love doing that.
We love doing it. It's actually,
we do what we love.
actually it's good for the relationship in a way, because we are all the time together, you know. מה העניינים, מאמי? את מפריעה לנו!
אני יודעת!
אז תלכי מפה! ביי! Israel is lovely.
You don't know her?
No?
ולהשתחוות.
תודה רבה, אל תביאי נשכח.
Max, how'd you like the festival?
It was pretty interesting, pretty wacky, goofy people
there. It was definitely wacky.
The kids seem to be really enjoying themselves, and that's what it's all about at those kind of things.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there's a place not far from Tel Aviv, 20-minute drive, 25 minutes, where they host people from around the world that come to volunteer, and they stay and learn all about Israel for a few months. And also they learn all about sustainable living, sustainable lifestyle.
Interesting.
Yeah, so we could go. You can ask them what they think about the country and about the program.
Cool, let's go meet some of these people.
Here on the show, we've taken you to many places in which Israelis are choosing to lead an ecologically sustainable lifestyle. But today, we're taking you somewhere that's taking these concepts to the next level. Established in 2003, the Chava Ve'Adam farm in Israel's central region welcomes visitors from all parts of the globe to learn in depth about the theories and practices of living a sustainable lifestyle. Living harmoniously as a sustainable community, volunteers in the program participate in many different activities. Together, the group embraces a communal lifestyle, with each individual contributing to the efforts.
I would say that the main goal is to create growth for plants, for kids, for employees, for groups, but to create a different kind of growth, a growth with balance. In order to bring that balance, you need to learn technical tools.
The program is big on hands-on field work and functioning in ways that ensure absolutely nothing goes to waste.
We try to recycle and reuse everything that we have at the farm. So when something comes in a plastic wrapper, we put the plastic wrappers in here and we put them in eco bricks. We stuff it completely with plastic and we push it down with a stick until it's very, very tight and full, and then it's very strong. And we use them for building material. So we stack them, we make a bench of it, or we use it as material inside of a mud building.
So what kind of things here around the farm have you built from these plastic bottles?
So we have built benches. We've also used them in the ceiling or in the walls of some of the mud buildings that we have here. Right now we have students learning about mud building. It's going on right now, so we can go and check it out if you want.
Yes, let's do it.
So right now they're making a part of a bench that we're building here right next to the mud building center.
And how long does this take to dry?
It really depends on the climate and the weather. So right now it's very hot in Israel, so it will take a month to dry.
Building with mud is one of the oldest techniques known to man. The bricks form structures which are surprisingly durable and sturdy. At the farm, it's used for making buildings, fences, and even furniture.
So in order to create the right mud mixture, we put different parts together. So there are different types of soil that all have different properties. So as you can see, these ones have bigger grains than these. So she's adding little and little water to avoid that it's too much and too watery. Because you want it to stick together. That's why you add the water, so it becomes more of a clay.
The objective of the farm is to be extremely self-sufficient. Volunteers work in a number of gardens, not only to grow the healthy vegan food that's served at each communal meal, but also to create herbs specially extracted to concoct medicines.
So we grow different types of herbs here at the farm, like calendula, sage, rosemary, and this is the perfect time of the year to harvest these plants and turn them into medicine, which we do here in the Herbal Medicine Center.
So this is like the equivalent to your doctor's office?
Yes, exactly.
smells so nice in here.
Yeah, right now we have a group of students from Brazil that is cutting sage and lemongrass, which we're turning into essential oils and tinctures. Over here you see the lemongrass that is boiling in a special pot that we use to extract an essential oil of it.
So you guys grow the herbs here, you pick the herbs, you dry them and use them for different purposes.
Yes, exactly.
And how do they teach each other how to do this?
So we have heads of every department. So we have someone responsible for herbal medicine, and she's a herbal medicine teacher.
All of the soaps, creams, and other useful products are sourced from 100% natural material. And it doesn't stop there. A whopping 70% of what is eaten at mealtime is grown right here on the farm, yielding a nutrient-rich, plant-based vegan diet.
We have 3 plots, this one up here, there's one up there and another one over there. It's about a 1/4 acre and it's all organic farming and yeah, we grow quite a lot of food on a small piece of land. We grow seasonal veggies, so this is parsley, next to it we've got leek, and then there's some green onion, eggplants, we've got tomatoes up there.
The farm is visited by 15,000 people annually, from the age of 3 to adults, and from just a couple of hours to months, sleeping in tents on the farm. And while some of the volunteers come with backgrounds in sustainability, others arrive as total beginners.
We usually wake up at 5 a.m. and we go to our job of the day. It depends, it can be mud building, it can be construction, we can work in the fields with herbal medicines. It's pretty different from our lives in Brazil and probably life of everyone who lives in a city. It's not used to organic eating.
Now after a year I feel much more connected to the idea, and I know how to do practical things to manifest that now. So that's a really nice thing for me.
Sustainability is not that different from the way most of people live in cities today. It's just a bit of tuning and emphasize what you want to emphasize in your life and ask the right questions, and with the help of organization like ours, you can actually make a change, and a comfortable one in your life.
You know, there's a lot of different funky, cool concept restaurants in Tel Aviv and in Israel Center, kitchens coming from all over the world.
That's so true. You name it, you can go eat a meal of it.
What do you think about Georgian cuisine?
I don't know very much about it, but I got a feeling I'm about to find out all about it.
You know, the khinkali, those big dumplings with the meat inside.
I've never tried it.
You don't know? Okay, so I'll take you to a good place that has great khinkali and we're gonna love it.
I am hungry. Let's do it.
For those of you seeking the unique flavors of Georgia, there's no need to book a flight. Here at Restaurant Quinto on the Tel Aviv Promenade, you'll find all your favorite Georgian dishes under one roof. The Georgian cuisine is considered one of the main attractions in Georgia that draws food lovers from all across the globe. Far Eastern countries have influenced Georgia's national identity, resulting in one of the most unique and hospitable cultures in the world. Yeah, that's good.
In Georgia, culture is a very old culture. It's a couple thousand years. Georgian Jewish culture is counted to 2,600 years, 26 centuries.
Restaurant Quinto is run by a man who is considered to be one of the pillars of the Israeli Georgian community. Not only a restaurant owner, but also a prominent singer, songwriter, and musician. He was awarded a gold star in his name on the famous avenue in the capital. He is to date the only Israeli citizen to receive this star. Morris decided it was time to introduce the unique Georgian flavors and cultures to the Israelis, and to make the Georgian community living here to feel at home.
We have the Georgian live music here, very, very, very happy evenings, and we have the very tasty food. If you know the Georgian food, it's very tasty.
The word Quinto in Georgian refers to a happy man who entertains his friends by singing and dancing all night. And this is exactly the essence of the restaurant: exuberant fun in a happy and vibrant atmosphere.
It reminds me my childhood. I very miss this taste of food. Because of this, I come here many times.
Kinto is the best Georgian restaurant. I recommend everyone to come to here and not to travel to Georgia because Georgia is here.
I've been a few times in Georgia and the food here is much more tasteful than there. Also the khinkali.
The khinkali is a traditional Georgian dish, a stuffed meat dumpling that releases a flavorful, meaty broth when biting into it.
You must eat this in the hand.
It's a messy way of eating, but that's the most fun. A typical Georgian feast can last for hours with a huge assortment of dishes and large amounts of wine. Kinto's bar offers all kinds of high-quality spirits from all over the world, and of course the Georgian cha-cha.
It's kosher cha-cha. It's an executive from this restaurant because
Is it strong?
It says we see later, after 5 minutes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
On the table, you can see Georgian pickled vegetables and delicious seasoning, alongside eggplant stuffed with a special nut spread and being served in a traditional clay pot. You're supposed to eat it with bread. You're not supposed to eat it with a fork. So far, we haven't been eating anything with a fork.
This is the adjika. This is the traditional Georgian sauce. It's very spicy. You have the Georgian sauce also. This is Georgian sauce. It's not so spicy. You can try it, but it's very tasty.
Georgians like the spicy flavors?
Yes, it's very strong.
I love Georgian food. After today, I love Georgian food.
Everyone, thanks so much for watching. We're so glad that you tuned in for another episode of Cruising Israel.
And don't forget to catch us next time as we cruise the country and show you the best Israel has to offer.
Bye.